So this is my Minecraft base, and as you can see it's pretty tall. But with that come certain problems. And the biggest problem is that my storage room is here, and I'm building all the way up here. So I have to climb a lot of stairs all the time. Today I'm going to solve this by building a second, better storage room. This is the old storage room, and I'm kinda used to the layout, so I will build the second storage room in basically the same design. So this is the new storage room. Thanks to the high ceiling and that open wall here, it looks so much larger than the other one. The other one looked kinda cramped. But the next thing I have to do is pretty obviously moving all the items, and that could take some time. For that I first have to craft some shulker boxes. Luckily I have a shulker shell farm, so I have more boxes than I could ever need. And now I have to look into the boxes, take all the items and sort them in so that I can move them. So I now have finished sorting all the items into shulker boxes. Everything is sorted from my paper all the way to my spruce logs, and everything, the armor finally sorted by gold, diamond. The skulk is sorted into one box. Essentially everything is sorted into a giant amount of shulker boxes. What I now have to do is take those boxes and move them to the new storage room. Now I only have to repeat this till everything is filled. Oh, by the way, it actually snows in plains biomes. All you have to do is go 600 blocks up. That could be a problem as I continue, but essentially the moment I build another level to the tower, that will cover up this level, and it will no longer snow in this level. So in the end I probably only have to prevent snowing in the topmost area. So I will just keep the snow here and remove it once there's a level above it, otherwise it would just snow here again. Okay, now back to the storage room. I have to go back down and repeat the transport till everything is done. Okay, I have sorted everything in, and I even had enough time to move the two maps up here into the storage room. On one side the small map that shows the tower and the gardens, and on the other side the world map that shows the tower and the gardens also, but also the wider area around it. So now the world map is correct. Next thing I want to move is the enchanting setup. This small machine that converts ores into the different metals, and of course I also use this to convert concrete powder into concrete, so I have to move this machine as well. And lastly there's this bulk storage room, which I use to store all the things I have way too much of, like cobblestone, stone. There are even more chests in here full with shulker boxes filled with dirt, and even more stone and cobblestone. I got it all from the terraforming, and I wanna move that upwards and build a better bulk storage room at the top of the tower. So I put the storage room into the corner inside the tower, inside the clock tower made from the mangrove wood. Lovely decorated with bookshelves. Then I put this hallway, and at the other end is on one hand another portal, which I have also moved from bottom to the top of the tower. And then next to it is the concrete converter. We essentially put some concrete in here and then put the rest of the concrete into the offhand, and then just... Honestly, I expected this to work. Let me fix that quickly. Okay, I fixed it. Now all I have to do is stand here, press both mouse buttons, and I continuously break concrete till essentially the dropper is empty and I've converted it all. Next thing I want to do is relocate the bulk storage. That's what this area is for. And therefore the... Okay. No idea where that spawned. Maybe in here? Well, I don't know. Is it a joke? Where do they come from? Anyway, this is the area for the bulk storage, and for that I already have an idea. I think I have found a lovely design for the bulk storage system. First I need to place a shulker box here, and then the replacement shulker boxes here. These have to be empty. And the trick is essentially this. This redstone block powers that redstone signal, but the redstone signal here gets also powered from the comparator behind the shulker box, and that currently has a strength of 14. But if that box is full, it goes to 15, and therefore that observer notices it and then activates both the piston and the dispenser to replace the chest. It's in, so let's just place it. It gets destroyed, moved in here, the full shulker box, and the new shulker box gets placed. Now all I have to do is add a few hoppers and an additional chest to make room for more shulker boxes. And the best thing about the machine is it's tileable. I can build 5 directly next to it. For other blocks I have way too much of. Okay, now the storage system, or better said the bulk storage system, is completed. I have 6 different storage areas for 6 different blocks, and now all I have to do is move like 100 to 200 shulker chests. I don't think it's that many, it's probably more around 100 from my old storage room to this one. I now filled in all the shulker boxes into the storage system. We have sand, deep slate, cobblestone, stone, grass and dirt. All the blocks I have a lot of. For the exterior I have previously built many real buildings, or at least recreations of them, but one area that is noticeably absent is the continent of Africa, and today I wanna fix that. I start in the north of the continent in Algeria, where I try to build a replica of one of those townhouses at the waterfront in Algiers. I follow up by building one of the famous statues in Abu Simbel in Egypt. Directly next to it I built the minaret of the Al Zaytouna Mosque in Tunis, Tunisia. On the other side I built one of the side minarets of the Great Mosque of Touba in Senegal. And next to it I built a small facade element of the Zeiss Museum in South Africa. Next I built a few mud brick houses, and on the other side I built a replica of the Emir's palace in Zaire. After finishing these builds I tried to build something that is in a very different color, namely red. I built a nether themed area, and below it I built some tree trunks to offer an opening into the storage room. Lastly I add a few walls and ceilings to the interior. I think I did great with those builds, and I also think that was enough building for today's episode. But there's still a lot of time, so I think I will try to get some achievements. Let's start with an easy one, looking at a ghast with a spyglass. Okay, that's already not working. Well, I see why there's a block between, but if I break the block, the ghast would attack me. Okay, that's done. Next, looking at a parrot with a spyglass. That's also done, also pretty easy. Next one is getting into a boat with a goat. Okay, that's done. That too was pretty easy. I only have to tie it back to the pole, because otherwise it would escape or jump out of the enclosure. The next advancement is Bullseye. For that I have to hit a target block from a distance of at least 30 meters. There is however a way how you can cheese that advancement. What you need is a contraption like this, where a piston is extended above the target block, and then you have the ability to shoot a whole array of arrows into it in the hopes that once the piston is retracted, one of them will hit the bullseye. Now all we need to do is pull the lever. That timer will at some point run out of cobblestone, and then piston will retract and the bullseye will get hit. I only have to get far away. That should be enough, and now we have to wait. So apparently that didn't work because I went so far away that all the arrows just despawned. I guess I will just try again. That should be 30 blocks. Now I wait. I don't know why it isn't working, so I probably have to do it old school and actually hit the target block. So the target block is there, and now all I have to do is actually hit a bullseye. That could take some time. I have a better idea. How none of them hit the bullseye is beyond me. Maybe I should try strategy number 4. It's basically just strategy number 1, but without the timer. If I am able to hit enough arrows into the dirt block, I can make sure that one of them will hit the bullseye. And I only have to move 30 blocks away and activate it, but this time I just won't activate it with a timer, so I'm close enough to see what's actually going on. That's 30 blocks. Now all I have to do is hit the target block. Well, strategy number 4 was successful. I have no idea why it didn't work with the timer. Okay, the next one. Hitting a pillager with a crossbow. That's done. Next there's an achievement for which you need the powdered snow block and leather boots. Because with those you don't sink in, and there's an achievement for that. There is a village and there are 2 achievements. At one time I have to use a lightning rod to prevent a lightning strike, and then I have to start one with a trident. I got both at the same time. That's very lucky. Next I kill a Zoglin for the Monster Hunter achievement. That was the last one missing. The next advancement I want to get is a balanced diet. That you need to eat everything edible in the game, and I think I've collected everything I have not yet eaten so far. Let me quickly move it all in my inventory. This includes the enchanted golden apple, which is probably the hardest one to get. I can't eat, I have to get hungry. Oh, how do I get that? That probably should work. Come on, yes. So what I now have to do is eat a little bit, fall down the tower, and then eat a little bit more. Thanks to some poisoning, I could eat everything else without dropping further down the tower. And now the only item left is the enchanted golden apple. And that's the achievement. This is all for today's episode. I already have an idea what I want to do next episode, and I can tell you it involves a lot of this. Till then, have a beautiful time and goodbye.